It's me, Lily, and we're gonna do some sock clothes now. Okay.
Hi everybody, we're back again with some more American Girl crafts. As Lily just introduced, we are going to be doing everybody's favorite craft. This is a hit every single year. I do it every year and it's always everybody's favorite by far. And that is sock outfits. When I started, we started with sock bathing suits, but I had leftover socks and people just got so creative that I realized that there's so many things you can do with American Girls and socks. It sounds weird, but we'll show you all the different things you can do. And all you need is a good pair of fabric scissors and some socks. Now, if you are getting out and about, the dollar store usually has a great selection of socks. The longer, the better. You can use short ones, but the long ones are the best. With lots of different designs and everything else. But if you're not getting out and about, which we aren't very much, we've been kind of staying in, what we decided to do was just clean out our sock drawers. So we all went through and found socks that didn't have matches anymore or socks that we outgrew. I had a bunch of socks that I knew I was never going to wear again. And so we just gathered those all together. And I even got some of their old tights from ballet and dance classes that they had outgrown and I knew they weren't going to wear anymore. And so we can take all of those and turn them into crafts. And if they don't have cute designs, the nice thing is you could always embellish with things that you have at home. If you have ribbon, if you have beads, if you have gems, if you have markers, you could just embellish it. So if your parents have plain old boring white socks to use and that's all you have, that's okay because then it's like a blank slate. You can do whatever you want to it. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples and then we'll show you how to do some of the things. But really the sky's the limit. Once you know that you can make things out of socks for your American Girl, there's a million things you can do. I'm always surprised all the new things that my campers think of to do with their socks. So you probably saw Lily, Joe showed you, this is an example of using a shorter sock. And this is a bathing suit. So what we did was we cut, and I'll show you, we folded it in half and made the sides, the leg holes. And then we made armholes, and she's got like she left the top of the sock on, so it almost gives her like a little turtleneck look. And it was perfect because it had a big pineapple in the front. So this was just a regular short style athletic sock that we got at the dollar store, and we turned it into this cute little bathing suit for her welly wisher. It was originally for an American Girl doll, so the leg holes are a little big on her, but it still works. We just have to cinch it a little bit in the back. All right, now we have this is a longer sock, and one of the campers made this and left it. It looks very elegant. So it's got that one shoulder look. They only did one side with the shoulder and they kept it long, and then the camper added some gems to it to make it really pretty. So this is an example of doing something with a longer sock. And you could also, you could add another armhole and make it two-armed. You can do however you want. You could cut it shorter. But yeah, so there's an example of one that a camper did, I think last summer or the summer before. So that's another way you could do it. So I'm going to now get a couple pair of socks and show you just some real basic cuts you can do. And then, like I said, the sky's the limit. We make headbands out of them. We make bags. You can make a matching, if you have a long sock, you can make a matching bathing suit, headband, bag, triple threat out of the sock. So I'm going to get some socks ready and then show you some cuts you can do to make it work for your American Girl doll. So what I was saying before about the sky's the limit is so true, because Joe and I were just playing around with the old tights and we realized that we made almost like a little leotard. So, and I'll show you how to do that. And then Joe had the great idea of taking the piece that I cut off and making into a matching hair like scrunchie. So we put her hair in a bun.
And you can also use this outfit as a workout. Use it and use the little headband as like a workout band.
Yeah. So see, we did that and made a little bun. But you could also use it as a headband. And we cut this so it's like a little leotard, and we could fix this up a little bit, but we just were excited because we realized that with it being the tights material, it looks like a leotard. So then she'd be all ready to go to ballet, to dance.
Yeah.
with her hair in a bun and everything. So I'll show you how to do it. You take the tights.
Wait,
But
we're taking the leftover tights.
Yeah, this is the other side because we already used one.
Yeah, we're taking.
And I like to cut it a little bit longer than I think it's going to be, just because then it's better to have more and be able to cut it off. You can't add any to it. So, so we're gonna have to get Lily's clothes off here for a second. All right. So what we do then is you take it and you fold it, and then where the two sides come together, you draw a little tiny half circle. Again, you want to go maybe like an inch up, half an inch to an inch up. And this is for a welly wisher. So it's going to be a little bit different for I'll show you on a American Girl doll. And then you just make a little, half circle. And again, start small because you can always make the holes bigger if you need to. But if you make them too big, then it doesn't work very well.
And we're doing this because there isn't much wishy-waller clothes, and wishy-wallers are not that like popular, but American Girls are. But why don't you just make your own clothes for wishy-waller? You have one pair of your wishy-wallers.
So now you've got leg holes.
Yeah, now
okay.
You have more clothes.
So then you slide it on your doll's legs and slide it up, and then you can kind of get a sense of if it's too big, how far up you want to go as far as the armholes are concerned. So we probably need to cut off a little bit, so we'll make another headband, and then you can kind of play with it. You could do one arm, you can do just one side and arm if you want to make it like fancy, or you can do two side. I kind of cut a dip so that she had almost like straps, like a regular ballet leotard. But again, when you're going to do armholes, whatever you're going to do with the arms, if you're going to do both sides, you want to fold it in half so that they're even. So like with this, I went down a little, well, actually I'm going to cut some off. We'll make that into a headband again. And then I went down a little bit, and then again, I made small half circle because you can always go back and make it bigger, but you can't make it smaller. And then I'm going to try and see about a V neck.
I just found some.
So then we're gonna fit it back on.
I just found this, and I thought, what if we make this into a tutu?
That's true. We could make that into a tutu, so, and then okay, just gonna make that into a tutu. All right, so we put this on like that, okay? And then, again, I would work with this a little bit, maybe tuck it, or you could hot glue it, or just trim it. And then, for a different style with the headband, you could leave her hair down and do it like a. And then Joe made a little tutu for her.
That you can just
with a sock that has pink in it too. So there.
Then
yeah. Look how cute she looks.
This actually we're gonna turn it around because that has a little more.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Here, and then pull down a little bit.
There we go.
Oops.
It's a little tutu.
Yeah.
That you can use.
So that's another thing you could do. I also at camp I've seen people take someone took this and they hot glued it, and then I think they made it into like a little beanie hat. But you could also take some ribbon and hot glue on the sides. Of course, we'd want to probably get matching ribbon, and you could make it into a little tote bag. So if you have a longer sock, then you could make a bathing suit, a headband, and a tote bag. All right, so here's another design we just did, where we took this mermaid sock, we made this headband, this cute headband, and then made a dress, and then used some of that ribbon and made the straps. You could make them tie in the back so you could take it on or off, or you could space them enough apart that you can pull the dress on. So, and that's so simple. That doesn't even require any, you just cut the sock. It doesn't even require any armholes or anything, and it looks super cute. Yeah, and then two, with this, you could always make it into a skirt too, or you could make it separates. But yeah, so I mean, you can do so many things with this. And I think Maisy's going to show you one more idea, but then I can guarantee you, if you get some socks and some good scissors and maybe some, you know, some things to some ribbon or gems or whatever, you are going to be amazed by how many designs you can do. No sewing required. No sew designs you can do with socks and your American Girl. I mean, it'll keep you occupied for hours. So, okay, so back again with another, we want to show you another outfit that we were able to make. This time they used these really old, wild trouser socks that I had, and I think they were so old they were in the back of my sock drawer. They're from Adelia's catalog, so you may not know that, but your parents might know that reference. So I don't remember why I ever had these, but so they were able to make some really fun, cute outfits. So Joe, why don't you show yours? Joe made a very formal, fancy dress with that. So she made little sleeves and that pretty around the top, cute little kind of cowl neck, and she made it long, so it's very formal. Okay, good. And Maisy made, now this used some hot glue, and remember, I think I forgot to say this at the beginning, remember, if you're using scissors and hot glue, remember to tell your parents and also to be very, very careful.
So, it's not on her, but I made a dress as well, a really long dress, and I also made a cat girl suit. I made out of like Jaguar duct tape. I made cat ears and like a mask, and then I made that with hot glue and a sock. Put ribbon right there, and then put her.
So this, she didn't even have to sew that. She just used hot glue and made.
And
like
it was so much easier.
Cat girl, yeah, but but if you know how to sew, you could use if you have a sewing machine and you know how to use it, you could always use that with the socks too to do extra embellishments, and you could always use just hand sew as well if you would like to. So there's her outfit, and our next video is going to show how to make duct tape headbands, matching duct tape headbands for you and your doll. So
just like that.
Just like that. Okay. And just a reminder that any of the looks that we did on the Welly Wisher can always also be done for the American Girl doll.
And you just need to make it bigger.
Yeah, just make the holes a little bit bigger. But the socks also work just as well on the American Girl doll. So we hope you enjoyed this. This is always, like I said, the most popular, most fun that everybody has at camp. And I just think that you will find so many fun things to do with the socks, and just your imagination will go crazy with all the things you can do. And I would love to see some of the looks that you make. So maybe you could get your mom or dad to post a picture of any of the looks that you end up making out of your socks. I would love to see them. So good luck, have fun, and we'll see you tomorrow.